Hey family, thank you for tuning into Our Roots podcast with Joseph Baba Ifa. We're only the strongest roots see the light, brought to you by Botanica Candles and More. And if you haven't had the opportunity, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap on that like button. Guys, live Q&A today after that fabulous Agayu episode. What did you guys think? A couple other things we're going to be talking about based on your questions, I'm sure. And on the other side, you're going to hear my good friend and colleague, Mr. Phil, the podcast doctor.
Hey, everybody. We're going to have a tremendous time today, and I have a surprise for everyone later on.
Oh, no.
I want people to participate, and I want them to battle you in trivia.
They better be ready.
They better be ready. So we'll announce when that's happening, but we're going to have some fun today. So what are we talking about today, man?
Awesome. Yeah, and I think it's great that we're implementing that because, the membership is coming out very, very soon, and that way they can get a taste and see, apart from us fulfilling with what we're going to be providing in the tiers, them being able to enjoy themselves and be a part of what we're doing here,
Absolutely. Hey, surprise, though. We are almost at 10,000. Let me repeat myself. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers.
I can't even believe it.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
I look at the studio app every day, and I just see it trickling down. I don't even know what we're going to do at 10K. We got to come up with
some party or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I did notice, though, 33% of people that do watch the show are not subscribed. So let's take a minute. If you are watching this for the first time, just hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe
button.
It takes
2 seconds, and it helps us out so much. And, man, these questions are poof.
I'm looking at
the.
It's all about
I'm looking at the screen right now. Hey guys, if you are watching, just drop and say hey, say where you're from. We like to hear where everybody's coming from.
Of course,
well,
yeah.
All around the country, all around the world.
Yeah, well, at this point, yeah,
All right, so you ready for some questions here?
Yes, sir. And for everybody's knowledge, Miss Boroye gave me permission to be able to smoke a cigar on the live today. Bob is nice and relaxed and ready to talk.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the whole YouTube stream just because these comments come in so quick. So here we go. Then you can kind of pick your poison there.
Oh wow, there's a couple already.
Yeah, Jenny. Here we go.
All right, we got here Jenny. We got a couple different ones. 10K. Yep. Can you explain about the irete ansa and the cloth? So, hey, Jenny, blessings me, Hala, and thank you to everybody that's reaching out. We talk about the Odu irete ansa. It's an Odu that has a lot of complex aspects to it, a lot of nuances that go into it. Now, things that come out specifically in a divination can be a little more intricate, which is what I think you're referring to. So things like that, definitely, it can be reflective upon the person's destiny and their spiritual debts. So with things like that, definitely great to have follow-up questions with your elder to be able to, kind of clarify why we're incorporating things that aren't readily recognizable in the sign.
Okay, here, I think this will fit on the screen here. This is from Robert.
Mr. Robert, thank you so much for your consistent support. Aboru, can you talk about the Odu Obara Ogunda and the power of Ebo? Well, Obara Ogunda is an awesome Odu because it's actually where the position of Apete B first manifested. So whether it's revealed for a man or a woman, it's saying that the person has to definitely give a lot of warmth to Ifa, be around Ifa, and, be a fanatic of Orula, right? If it's something that came out in the Dilogun or the Caracol or the shell, you would focus on the Odu Obara. Which actually has a lot of similarities because Obara is recognized as one of the few Odus within the Erindilogun oracle where Orumila manifests personally. Even though it's not within Ifa as far as like Ifa-centric, Bawalao-centric practice, Orumila is there in that Odu when it's revealed with 6 facing up. The power of Ebo in the Odu of Okana Meji is recognized as being the most powerful thing in existence. I saw that you were watching the Agayu video recently. In Otura Meji, it says the Ebo moves mountains. So that's a metaphor for Ebo can, accomplish the impossible. Even when, we were conceiving our daughter, it seemed impossible. But by way of Ebo, by way of faith, by way of, diligence, contriteness, all of these good characteristics, we're able to accomplish the goal. So the power of Ebo, astronomical. It can't even be gauged.
Wow. All right, let's give some shout outs to people. We got Honey Sunrise. She's saying hey from Minnesota.
Oh my God, Minnesota. Hello, honey.
Yeah, they got a blizzard going on over there.
our best wishes. We're finally starting to get some warmth down here.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And we got Jersey. So people from Jersey. A lot of people from New Jersey. We got
we love Jersey.
Miami in here too.
We
California.
love Miami. Shout out to the pineapple.
To Stephanie there.
Cali. Awesome.
All right. We got some love from Donna. She says she's subscribed on 2 of our YouTube channels.
Donna, thank you so much for your consistent support. Blessings. Thank you. We need all of them. We're almost at 10.
All right. Here we go. Here's a question from Anna.
Anna, for my Hand of Ifa anniversary, is there anything special I have to do? Well, ideally, on any of the anniversaries, what should be done, you definitely want to attend to the Orisha. But apart from that, ideally, they should be given animal sacrifices, right? Ifa says at a bare minimum, the Orisha should be fed once a year. So if you don't have a professional nearby or your Baba lives at a distance and you're coordinating how to be able to interact, you would attend to your Orishas as you usually would. But you might want to do something a little bit more special. Maybe, some flowers, candles, set of coconuts, yam, etc., at least pertaining to Orumila. So things like that.
Oh, look at that. Shout out from Jamaica.
Oh, Wagwan.
All right. Here we go. It's so many of these. Here we go. From C. Medina.
How do you know when you're connected with your Ori? Medina, thank you so much for your support and tuning in. When we're talking about Ori, you know you're aligned with your Ori when everything works in your favor. It's not that life is going to go perfectly, but at the same time, you just begin to notice that things flow, right? Now, how do we align with our Ori? You can do your morning process where it's the first thing you invoke. It can come out in a consultation that you have to do an Ibori, which is an Ebo or a sacrifice to Ori, or it can come by way of initiation. All of these initiations, whether it's crowning Orisha, whether it's Hand of Ifa, or becoming Babalawo in Ifa or Itefa, is just to realign Ori, remove any negativities or curses that you were born with, and remove the obstacles for you to be able to move forward and achieve what you want at a time where you're actually able to enjoy it.
So this one is refers to the episode today. So I'm going to put this on the screen here.
Awesome. Alafia, if a person has Agayu as an Ori but gets crowned Shango, what is the repercussions of not having your proper Ori crowned? Jamil Shabazz, thank you so much for watching, Jamil. Repercussions. I can't say there are repercussions, right? Because there's so many ways to interpret the Orisha Alabatori concept. If you look at in Africa, they do not identify an Orisha Alabatori or head Orisha. The first one that you were initiated into is ultimately the one that governs your head if you stop there. Like if you're from Oyo or you're Oyo-centric, because usually after that first Orisha, especially if it's Shango, they kind of stop, especially with Shango. Now, mind you, in the other practices, every time you receive an Orisha, there's a process that's incorporated in the head. In our practice, we identify a head Orisha because we are descendants primarily of Oyo. And because of this, we have this concept. The thing is this. Absolutely, Rob, you're welcome. The thing is this. If you ask, ideally, we should initiate in that Orisha. But for all the brothers and sisters that are children of Agayu but crowned Shango, this is not an illegitimate process. Even though we don't incorporate it specifically within our house, it does not mean that there's technically anything wrong with it. Orisha doesn't believe in right or wrong. It believes in efficiency and practicality. So if you've assimilated Shango, you have medicine, you are an Olorisha, and, you have two deities really pushing for you. There aren't necessarily repercussions because this is a legitimate and recognized practice. But at least within our house, we're very emphatic on crown your guardian Orisha, especially if we asked it. In Africa, it's a non-issue because they don't even ask.
So Honey Sunrise, she said it's snowing like crazy in Minnesota. So,
oh, God bless you guys. I don't remember the last time I saw snow other than opening my freezer.
All right, this is from Jenny here.
Any advice for anyone with the Odu Ofun Kosung? Hi, Padrino. Blessings, Jenny. When we're talking about Ofun Kosung or any Odu, the best advice we can always give is definitely get in contact with your godfather. Sit down, delve, study your Odu, interpret it, gain that knowledge, and, definitely there can be growth there.
All right. So Honey asked another question here. So,
Honey, can you talk about the Odu Iwori Wodi? Iwori Wodi, great Odu. It's actually one of the occupants of the Garden of Power. It's one of 16 Odus. When you flip it, it becomes the opposite Odu, whether it's Iwori Odi or Odi Iwori. Kind of like mine, Idete Oturan, Otura Idete. Iworiwodi just has to really identify themselves. They have to find themselves. They have to know what they want, because it says in that sign, what turns black can never become white again, right? And basically what Ifa is saying, the decisions we make and how we choose to move forward, we have to be steadfast and confident, because if not, we can live life with a lot of regrets. It's also the Odu where Orisha Oko first manifested within the Lukumi oracle. And Iworiwodi says, don't let anybody pat you on the back, and be careful who you let hug you.
All right, so I got to put the YouTube stream up here, so this is a little longer question. All right, so I'm going to pick this one from Amal. Can you read that one?
Absolutely. Amal, thank you so much. What changes in a man's life once he comes into Ifa as an Awo? Any comments? Also on those Orisha who love like your head Orisha, or wants to be your parent Orisha. Okay, so how does a man's life change? As such, I want to sit here and say, hey, when I did Ifa, everything went wonderfully, you know, and everything was just perfect. But that really wasn't the case. It's not that things went badly, but as time went on, it took effort to be able to alleviate the destiny. Where I really saw a change in my process was when I received Guanadu, which was the knife, right? As Babalawo, it's not that Ifa is not going to give you positive effects, but you really want to receive your cuchillo. And unfortunately, I can't go into too much detail here, but that's when you're kind of liberated, right? Things get alleviated. Because when you reveal an Odu as epic as an Odu from an Itefa, it's epic. It's literally a piece of nature being imposed upon what already exists. So that comes with some frustration. So ebos need to be done. Philosophy needs to be understood and assimilated. That way there can be real progress there. But, you know, for every man that wants to do it, is capable of doing it, I recommend you do it, because obviously that's what you're meant for. If you're able to do it but you don't want to do it, it's not meant for you. All of those qualifications have to be there, because you have a lot of guys with great signs but don't want to be babalawo. They want to be oriate, they want to be a piritista, they want to be all these different things. Do what you want to do ultimately, because that's where you're going to be most happy. Now, as far as orishas that want your head, pay homage to them. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful for them. I remember when Oshun was revealed as my head, I was a little taken off guard, because, you know, when you're a young 18-year-old man with a bunch of testosterone and they tell you you just are, you know, the son and embodiment of the most feminine thing, you know, that there is within nature, it can be a little confusing. But once you delve into the duality in every Orisha, you begin to find yourself within that energy. You'll always find a place. So be accepting, be open-minded, and you'll always have positive outcomes.
Can we talk about what's on your head?
As far as like
your hat.
Oh yeah, no. I had to do the hat today because the hat got a great response. This hat was a great gift from a great friend that an Ifa directed. You know, and it got such a good response, I had to do it, you know. Because, you know, I usually do the ponytail, the slick back thing, but I had to do the hat today. That's what they like.
I like it.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. This is from Dwayne.
Dwayne, thank you. Why is obsidian so protective and tense and brings up one's inner shadow? Great question. I mean, you know, when we talk about the minerals, it's always great to look at the characteristic of the rock in question, and you'll be able to deduce quite a few things from it. When you look at obsidian, it's robust, it's dark, it's formidable. These are all the things it's going to provide. So as far as, you know, activating your inner shadow or revealing it, you're basically reflecting your shadow upon this rock and thus strengthening it. Definitely one you want to, you know, expose to the moon and the elements at night, so it always maintains that nice nocturnal energy. All
right, this one is about I Got You, okay? This is
awesome.
From Steven. Hey, Steven.
Is there only one path of Agayu? Steven, thank you. I have to imagine no. I remember when I sat down with Baba Popola, he was explaining that every Orisha has paths. So what happens is in Lukumi practice, you're going to hear some people say Shango has one path, Oya has one path, Agayu has one path. The way we recognize it as such, yeah, sure. But they say that, you know, and it makes a lot of sense that there would be paths because these people reincarnated so many times and they're still reincarnating now. Like, for example, our house is one that identifies paths for Shango and Oya, etc. So definitely... all the Orishas do have paths. It's just a matter of having that information from a legitimate elder and source.
Let's take a quick break for a second. I want to ask everybody in the chat, if this is your first time being a part of the channel, hit 1 in the chat. We want to see if anybody's new here. Also, if you have been enjoying all the shorts that we've been releasing, hit 2, because They're putting me to work here, guys.
The shorts are amazing. We got to do it because, the community wants it, and, it's getting a great response. You're doing fabulous work, and I'm enjoying them myself because I'll wake up and I'll get the notification, because I don't know what you're cooking up back there.
Yeah.
But then you throw it out there, and it's delightful.
Good. I'm glad you guys like it, and I think everybody out there
share the shorts. Well. Share the shorts. Please give us credit. The other day, I saw my face on TikTok, and I was like, man, that's awesome. But they didn't say who we were, so please let them know it's our roots. So we can all share in that light.
Okay, so we've got some ones here that are here for the very first time. So guys, please, if you are here for the very first time, look, I'm just going to show this. If you guys are here for the first time, just please, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It literally takes 2 seconds. And 2, people are loving the shorts there. So there we go. I like that.
Congratulations to Mr. Jared on receiving his Guerrero soon. And guys, please subscribe and definitely share, like, comment, etc. And wow, that's beautiful. Look at all. Thank you, Jamil. We're happy you're enjoying it, man. We love doing it, as far as the podcast. And it's something that's very easy for us to be able to talk about because this is our whole life. This is what we do every day.
It's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, definitely.
I've learned a lot just from being around you.
You're ready for Ifa, brother. I'm just waiting on you.
There's 256 Odus, right?
We're ready to jump you in, Phil.
Yeah, I was on my Google.
Pledge up, baby. We're ready for you.
All right, one more question here. This is from, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but here we go.
Awesome. Miss it's either Yaima or Miss Yaima. Okay. I want to know crown versus shaved when crowning Orisha, right? So, everything, this is a very secret practice, right? But there's certain things we really can't get around, right? We notice that people come out with less hair than they go in. The crowning and the shaving are kind of synonymous. We really can't delve much deeper than that. Where the real difference is between the washing and the crowning, right? They're both Orisha ceremonies, but, there are definitely some key things that are differential there. For everyone that can crown, I recommend it. For people who never plan on crowning but want to assimilate their guardian Orisha, definitely the washing process.
Okay, here's from A.M. Gonzo.
Hey, Mihala, can you explain the symbolism of the elephant? The elephant is wonderful. When in a positive aspect, the elephant moves slow, it's patient, it's calm. It's magnanimous. Ifa says that Ifa is like the elephant. When the elephant moves slow, it's majestic, but when it moves quickly, it destroys. Ifa says that Ifa practice must be at a pace. So where you see a lot of negative results, Mihala, is when you see processes that are rushed. If you recall in your hand of Ifa, everything was very methodical. Everything was very, scrutinized as far as steps, making sure everything was done correctly. That's really the essence of the elephant, because in the Odu of Owaniwa Trupong, just like in my Odu of Irete Suka, the elephant had to learn how to move in silence to not cause destruction. So,
can we talk about the membership program just a little bit?
Absolutely. I'm really excited because we're going to be coming out with a bunch of stuff very soon as far as the membership program. 3 tiers, supporter, superfan, and the VIP. A lot of great stuff. Poroye was showing me some of the things that we're offering, and I'm excited about it because it's really allowing us to build that relationship with the people that want to get closer to us and what we're doing. But yeah, a lot of great things coming, whether it's you can call in on an episode, whether you can be featured on an episode. At that point, if you have a story to tell or know someone that does, they're definitely going to be preferred. Exclusive videos, especially for our VIPs. We're going to come out with a video once a month just for them. You know what I'm saying? And no one else is going to get this content. Downloadable options. You're going to get loyalty badges. You're going to get your emojis. Like, people are going to know who you are within our organization. And I really feel like it's going to end up being the most knowledgeable Ifa group online.
I was just about to say that. There's probably nothing else like that.
Yeah. I mean, apart from the numbers, the people that come through this process are going to get quite a bit from it, and they're going to be very knowledgeable. And to say the least, they might know more than some initiated people. Not that we're delving into taboos, but as far as philosophy and logic and how to interpret and things like that, you'd be surprised what we're able to give.
You mentioned that you're going to have call-ins and all that stuff. I think we should play a little game.
I love games.
I am going to throw this is a one-time thing, guys. And until we do their membership thing, I'm going to do something on a whim here. I'm going to put my phone number out here for you to call in.
Does your wife know about this?
I'm putting my phone number out here. This is why I'm going to put it out here. If you want to play a trivia game with us, if you think you can beat Joseph in a game, I'm not going to tell you what the name of the game is yet, but we're only looking for one person just to call in. And we're gonna play. So I'm gonna leave my phone number out there on the screen, and then whenever that person decides that they want to call in, we'll go ahead and start.
I don't even think I have that number.
You don't even have this number. You're like, whose number is that?
This is the first episode of Iron Baba. You know, jeez.
All right, so let's get back to some of the questions here. All right, here we go.
Giovanni, thank you. How many santos does a person crowning Obatala end up with after initiation? So the children of Yemaya and Obatala are a nice select bunch, right? The reason being is because it's the least complicated orishas to be able to crown within that Lukumi practice, right? So Obatala, in the best case scenario, right, in my opinion, you're gonna come out with Elegua in his full orisha form. You're gonna receive ideally Oya, because that's in the Odu Osakuleya. Oshun, you're gonna receive Yemoja, you're gonna receive Shango, and ultimately Obatala. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 6, right? There are some people that bring Obatala in with Agayu. We as a house do not, because we apply Irosofun. You know, Obatala had to materialize first before Agayu could be introduced within the lives of his children, because they were at war at one point. We actually touched on that Pataki in the Agayu video that we just released, right? But, you know, that's ideally what you should at least be coming out with. But mind you, we don't step on any toes. There are lineages that, you know, they might not incorporate Oya, which is perfectly fine as well. At least within the Lukumi tradition, you're always going to get the first 5 regardless of wherever it is that you initiate in, you know.
Well. It looks like we got somebody on the phone.
Oh, my God.
So state your name, where you're from.
My name is Amal Allen. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, but I live in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Honolulu, Hawaii, represent.
That's awesome, Amal. Thank you so much for calling in. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh, man, fabulous, man. A little coffee, little cigar, a little time with Phil here and the channel. Just so happy to be speaking to somebody and put a voice to a name.
All right, so we're going to play.
I can't believe I actually got through automatically.
All right, we're going to play a game here, so let's get started. We're going to play Name That Orisha. Okay. All right.
Just got real.
Stuff just got real, guys. All right, so this is going to be some of the perks that we're going to be having for our membership program. We're going to have these live interactive sessions where we get to test your knowledge. You get to test Joseph's knowledge.
Please put it to the test.
All right, so what I have here, I've got a few orishas on the screen, and I have their descriptions. So you are going to have to guess which orisha I am talking about, okay? You ready for that?
Yes.
Ready.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have realized how crazy AI art has gotten nowadays, right?
It's wild.
So I didn't make these, but I did find out that these were created with AI art, right? Wow. And so you put in the descriptions of the orisha, and the AI art spits this graphic out. So I have some graphics of these orishas, and then now you guys have to guess which one it is. So I'm thinking just blurt it out if you know it, okay? All right, so first orisha, here we go. And you guys can play along in the chat too.
Oh, here we go.
Who is this? All right, so I will read out a little bit of the description here. This is also known as the goddess of love. Which orisha is this?
Amal, I'm gonna give you a shot there.
The goddess of love.
I'm gonna give you a free throw there, Bobby. There we go.
Who'd you say?
Yeah, Oshun.
Congratulations, you got that one right.
I can't give this guy no leeway. Yeah, it's on now.
All right, next orisha. All right, so this orisha. All right, I'm not going to read the name.
Is this the picture I'm seeing currently with the feathers on the head?
Oh wait, he's a little behind.
Oh, so. Hold on. See, that's why I gotta wait. But I ain't giving him. Once it's on the screen,
he's a little behind though. All right, so this orisha is the skilled hunter and protector. Okay,
I can't fall behind too old, man.
Right.
I gotta tie it up real quick.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Next one here. All right. So this one is also known as the ruler of all crossroads, roads, and doorways.
Eshu.
Ilegua or Eshu?
No, I got it first. I got to ask you.
This says Elegua.
Oh, come on, Phil. What you doing?
This is
All right, give it to him, man. You guys are cheating. You see how they doing me? This is how they do Bobby Flay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll come back.
All right.
Don't tell me it was only 3. It's only 3.
No, one more. So what's the score here?
Oh man, he's up 1, dog.
Okay. All right. So last one here. Okay, I'm putting him on the screen. All right. This says blank is a powerful Orisha who is the master of iron and fire and a fierce.
Ogun. I'm not losing. We tied up.
So we tied.
Yeah. We drawed it up. We gotta do a rematch one day.
I only had 4.
I'm getting the pictures like after. So
Oh, come on, Amal. Come on, man. Don't make no excuses, man. We tied up. Keep it thorough with me. Come on now.
No excuses. I'm just
Oh
saying.
man, you're killing me,
I'm with
man.
it, no matter what.
This is live?
Yeah,
we can't edit this.
No.
Amal did me, man. He handled
I'm
me,
still looking
man.
at SU. Look, I'm still looking at SU right now, just so you know.
Oh,
and then I'm
man.
looking at Ogun now, so I'm a little bit behind. But it don't matter. Give me the.
Well, you did a
give me the
great
information.
you
Let's go.
did a great job, Amal. Have you been listening to the podcast and watching the show since the beginning, or are you a new person here?
Oh, I've been watching since the very beginning, and also I'm an initiate, and I do my daily research.
Amal, it's a pleasure. I want to personally say thank you for your consistent support. Obviously, Ifa is penetrating your OD and allowing you to recognize our deities and their archetypes, and the idea that we have people and family in Hawaii practicing. It's very reassuring, man, and really thank you from all of us here, our organization, the establishment, and my family for taking the time to watch us.
Oh, well, thank you for everything that you do and giving the information the way that you do and inviting a lot of English-speaking people to come down and get knowledge and have information be disseminated, because there are so many people that are fiending for the information that they can understand in their language as well as learning those other languages so that they can expand their knowledge even more.
Amal, are you going to join the membership with me?
Oh yeah, that's part of the plan. I'm trying to learn every which way I can learn possible. So I'm definitely going to be up on game.
Oh, we got you, Amal. I'll be waiting for you. Ashe, brother. Thank you, man. Olodumare bless you. Take care.
Wow. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of hate in the comments here. They're saying it was too easy.
It's too easy. We tied.
They're saying it was too easy.
Oh man.
They're saying it was too easy, and people say we got to do the rare ones. Look, I'm still learning myself, so I'm using the easy ones here, and plus the AI. Some of them doesn't really know the rare ones probably, but
I'm actually
I think that's
shocked.
pretty good.
I'm
That's pretty
shocked.
good. Like, look at these graphics, like
Gorgeous.
like
And
for artificially intelligent created the description from Ochosi, it knows that's what it thinks Ochosi looks like.
well, what's really incredible, not only the AI thing, but even the mural behind me. I remember when we were giving the descriptions to Mod, we were a little bit nervous because we're like, man, is she really going to be able to capture what this all represents? And she did this just from descriptions.
Just scoot out of the frame for a second.
Get out of the way real quick, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
That's all from description.
That's all from description. So shout out whoever the artist is. She did it.
To @Mod Lynn. She's on
@Mod
IG.
Lynn.
Definitely a lot of thanks to her. Something she did free-handed. Actually didn't take that long. I think she got it done in like a month, bro, or less. She was really putting in that work, and she took great direction. I mean, from as far as what we wanted to get out of it, and it came out better than what we even expected.
Look at the chat. People are saying I need to change my phone number.
They're gonna hunt you down, Phil.
They're gonna hunt me down. All right, so let's answer a couple more questions here before we get, because we're doing a short show today here.
Half hour today, guys. Yeah, just to be able to spend some time and touch on some of the things that came out with Agayu or just in general, because we got a couple things to record tonight.
Oh, we got a shout out from Steven. He $5 super chat.
Steven, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, let me go to everyone's answering the questions here. So let me. All right. Oh, hold on. People are talking. They're making fun of me.
The internet is undefeated.
Okay, here we go. All right. Last couple questions here. Can you see that?
Yes. Can you please speak on Adimu Orisha that a non-initiate might be called to receive? Awesome question. Roz1, thank you. Adimu Orisha, what is it referring to? It's referring to the fact that we don't crown every Orisha that we receive, right? So the Orishas you receive as Adimu, or the ones you're able to make Adimus or offerings to rather than crowning, is any Orisha that you're not crowned. Now, how do we identify which of these Orishas we're actually meant to receive? Based on our sign of hand of Ifa. Because in the Odu of Otura Irete, Orumila stated that not all the Orishas were good for people. So they needed to ask him which Orishas they were meant to receive. Why Orula and not the other Orishas? Because Orula has no interest in you receiving an Orisha Adimu or not. Because by the time he speaks to you, you already have him, being that he's necessary. So if you want to know which Orishas you're meant to receive, sit down with your Ifa elders in conjunction with your Orisha elders to come to that conclusion, because not everybody's meant to receive everything. Even the Odu of Eyobe, even though it says it in the book, this person has to receive everything. There are Orishas that are taboo in the Odu of Eyobe. So definitely sit down with your elders. It's an expression.
Okay, let's get the question under here. This one.
Can you speak on the Odu Oyekun Meji? Oh, man, that'll take a week and more. Oyekun Meji, the oldest sign within the corpus of Ifa. It's where Eshu first manifested. It's the Ifa of darkness, the Ifa of the vampires, the Ifa where, Jesus Christ was supposed to be initiated into Ifa, and he chose not to because he didn't want to kneel in front of Elegua.
What?
Yep. And then we talked about that in the Christianity episode. His name was Jewesung, right? Oyekun Meji, be a practitioner of Ifa. Because that Odu says it's better to spend a day on the mat of Ifa than an hour in the fields cutting crops. So Ifa says that practice Ifa. A lot of things of Orisha were born there. For the person that's not meant to be Babalawo, definitely should crown Orisha. If you are meant to do Ifa, definitely do Ifa, because it's not an Odu, if you're not a Babalao, that you want to spend your whole life with. If it comes out when you're a Babalao, that's different. It's Ire. But Oyekun Meji in the hand of Ifa ideally should do Ifa to be able to change that destiny, because it's literally a stepping stone towards Ifa initiation.
All right, last two questions here, okay?
Here we go.
This is from Pumpkin.
Pumpkin, thank you. When are you doing a program on the Ibeji twins? Very soon. We're going to be coming out with podcasts on all the Orishas. Ideally, I want a set of twins on the episode. We have a couple options there that we're waiting to hear back from and solidify as far as scheduling, but definitely coming out.
Okay, here we go. Last question here.
Can you speak on Eshu Lawana Awana? HFC, thank you. Eshu Lawana Awana, I have to imagine, is just an extended format for Eshu Alawana or Eshu Lagbana, right? Eshu Lagbana is the, we have a video on it on the channel for Eshu Alawana. He's known as the slave of Yemaya. He's known as the king of Egun. He's also known as the flutist, or the one who would play the flute to kind of summon the dead or send them back. Probably between the first or second most popular path of Eshu in the whole religion, right? So if you have this Eshu, you're in large company, because it's one of the first ones that we the Babalaos usually asked, unless the person comes with another sign or anything like that. But he's probably the most common, and probably within my house, it's probably the Eshu I've provided the most.
Okay, all right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching,
especially Amal.
Yeah,
Amal almost schooled me. He almost smoked me on camera.
Right, stumped you. Question for you though: when do you think we're gonna officially launch the membership program? Because people want to know, hey, when's the day? When's it happening?
Absolutely, be on the lookout for that March 1st.
Next week?
Yeah, it's coming. Poroya told me March 1st. First week of March, you know what I'm saying? But ideally March 1st. So definitely as soon as March hits, be on the lookout intensely.
And I want to remind people, we're not taking anything away.
No. There's still going to be
Q&A podcast.
Everything. So what's going to occur is there's still going to be great quality content being released free of charge on YouTube via the channel, because we want to keep everybody incorporated. But for those who want something a little extra, something a little more intense, something a little more accessible, we have a plan for each of your desires, right? So there's going to be 3 of them, and definitely look into them. We're going to have some videos out explaining in depth what each of them is going to include, so you get the most for your buck.
Cool. Well, man, I think that was great.
Absolutely, guys. Couple closing thoughts. BotanicACandlesandMore.com is still up and running for everything you want to get from us, whether it's products, shipping, consultations, mentorships, tarot, Ifa, etc. Please, we have this great website now for the podcast. It's going to be
it'll be attached to the website, so
it's going to be attached to the website. We'll definitely put it in some of the descriptions moving forward, where you can hear as well as see all of our podcasts on all of the major platforms. Subscribe. Phil just gave me a great piece of information. 33% of you guys are not subscribed, and we're so close to 10,000 and beyond. So please take a moment and tap on it, like it, comment it, let somebody know about the channel. Please share it. And until next time, see the light.